If you ever visit the town of Gray Hollow, make sure you're inside before 9:13 p.m. because after that time, the streets become completely empty, no cars, no people. And if you're still outside, something will notice you. Hello, welcome back to Darkness Dreams. Tonight's story is about a small town with a rule so strange, every resident follows it without question. 9:13 p.m. because in this town, nobody stays outside after that. Not even for a minute. Turn off the lights, put on your headphones. Let's begin. I arrived in Gray Hollow just before sunset. It was one of those quiet towns you pass through on long road trips. Small diner, a gas station, a few old houses lining the road. At first, nothing seemed strange, but around 9 p.m., I started noticing something weird. People were rushing home. Store owners were locking their doors early. Even the diner closed while customers were still. Eating, I asked the waitress what was going on. She looked nervous. Then she asked me one question. Are you staying in town tonight? I said yes. She whispered, then make sure you're inside before 9:13 p.m. I thought she was joking. But when I walked outside, the entire town felt tense at 9:10 p.m. The street started emptying by 9:12 p.m. I was the only person left outside. Then my phone buzzed, 9:13 p.m. The moment the clock changed, every streetlight in town flickered. Then half of them shut off. The road went dark, completely silent. No wind, no animals, nothing. That's when I heard footsteps. Slow, heavy, dragging across the pavement. At first, I couldn't see anything, just darkness. But then one streetlight flickered back on, and I saw a shape standing in the road, tall to tall. Its arms hung almost to the ground, and its head was tilted, like it was listening. Then it did something that made my stomach drop. It turned directly toward me, like it already knew I was there. The streetlight flickered again. For a second, I saw its face, but there were no eyes, just a long, empty shadow. Then it started walking, slowly, toward me, each step making that horrible dragging sound on the road. That's when I remembered what the waitress said. Be inside before 9:13, I ran. I found the nearest house and started banging on the door. At first, nobody answered. The footsteps were getting closer. Finally, the door cracked open just enough for someone to pull me inside. They slammed the door and locked it, then turned off the lights. Nobody in the house spoke. We just stood there in complete darkness, listening. Outside, the footsteps passed by the house. Slow, heavy, searching. After a few seconds, they stopped right outside the door. Something scratched against the wood. Then a voice whispered from the other side, soft, almost human. Why are you hiding? My blood went cold, because the voice sounded exactly like mine. The next morning, the town looked normal again. Sunlight, people walking around, like nothing happened. But when I asked the man who saved me what that thing was, he just shook his head. Then he said something I'll never forget. That thing doesn't kill people. It watches them. It studies them. And once it sees your face, eventually it comes back for you. If you enjoyed tonight's disturbing story, make sure to subscribe to Darkness Dreams for more horror stories. Because sometimes the scariest things in the dark are the ones waiting for the same time tomorrow night. Good night.